Hello, this is Kaan from Turkey. I am an aquaculture professional and I'm trying to improve the perception of seafood consumption around me. Welcome to my podcast Understanding Underwater. Today we are not talking about any type of seafood and consumption and turn our way to deep and muddy waters of Amazon River and meet the Piranha. If you were swimsuit and ready for deep dive, let's do it and meet the Piranha. When we dive into the water, we find a world that fascinates us. Colorful fish, anemones, snails. But there is also the other side of the water, flesh-eating killer fish. We usually know Piranha through their roles as villains in the low-budget movies, but Piranha are not limited to just that. These fish originate from South America and live in giant rivers such as the Amazon and Orinoco. It's possible that their names come from the language of the Tupi people here. Pira means fish and Sainha means screechers. So we can say it's screechers fish. The Amazon is known as one of the world's richest biodiversity regions. These rivers where piranhas live empty these waters into Atlantic after crossing the South American continent through deep rainforests. When we look into piranha's scientific place, they are in the Serichelmidae family within cruciforms, coming about 30 different species. They are generally 20 to 30 cm long, with some species growing up to 60 cm. Piranha are divided into two groups. They are described as carnivore and herbivore. The herbivore ones are also called pacu, but they are not dangerous. This group also popular in aquarium in the world. These are usually the fish exhibited in large aquariums and even in public aquariums designed as wildlife parks. Their food consists of foods such as fruits and seeds that fallen from trees in the water. They are also larger than carnivore piranha species. Piranha have been found in natural lakes and rivers in different parts of the world too. These are probably released from the aquariums and are disrupting the natural ecological structure and nutritional premise of the waters they are released into. Kaptai Lake in Bangladesh and Lijiang River in China are extreme examples from around the world. In fact, in 2012, a competition was held with the prize of 1,000 yuan for each piranha caught in the river. A competition was started after swimmers in the river were bitten by fish. But as a result of the competition, a lot of fish were drawn except piranha. Therefore, the underwater ecological structure of river was damaged. We can also give some examples from Turkey. In 2017, the Turkish Chamber of Agricultural Engineers had a piranha reports in Adana Seyhan Dam Lake, and a news report from Anadolu Agency mentions a 2.5 kilogram piranha catch in Izmir Lake in 2015. As you can see, piranha that were brought into Turkey for ornamental fishing were somehow released into the lakes. Even keeping these fish as pets prohibited in the most part of America, and it's completely prohibited in the Philippines. And if the fish is found, It's destroyed and those who import it are given prison sentences. When we look into the details of Piranha species, Pigosanthus nattereri or red-bellied piranha is the easiest piranha species to fence. They are quite aggressive and known for their strong jaws and rapid beating movements. If they are to be kept in an aquarium, they should be kept single, four or more, because these fish are quite aggressive and they don't allow the weaker ones to survive. So, the types of piranha mentioned in the story, they can strip the cove or a person down to their skeleton if skeleton is generally this fish. Carnivore piranha species are the cousins that give this group its popularity. Its jaws, surrounded by sharp teeth, are very strong and open to close rapidly, making a beating movement so that it can easily tear its prey to pieces and eat it. While doing this job, I don't think they really distinguish whether the thing they eat is cow or a human. Especially in Brazil, cases of people dying after falling in water have been reported, and there are also many reports of food pits in puddles, lakes, and dam reservoirs. The smell of blood is attractive to piranha, similar to some shark species. It's interesting. They can even attack their own if they bleed. As just mentioned before you, there is a species that can grow up to 16 centimeters. It's the black piranha, Pigocentrus piranha, and it lives in Brazil. It has a striking yellow ventral side and dark or olive green upper parts. Piranha generally prey on other fish, reptiles, and sometimes larger animals, contributing to underwater cleaning. You can also think of this as organic cleaning of the underwater surface. In some areas where piranhas are known to live, people do not even approach the water where the fish are. The fact that there are no attacks in some areas seems to be related to dynamic within the fish themselves. We can also argue that the tendency of fish to form schools in an act of protection from their enemies, because we are already aware of this behavior, especially in fish living in the sea. What can we give as an example of the dynamic I just mentioned? It could be that they are breeding time, the habitat of herds shrinking due to receding waters, and number of individuals there increases, stress, or perhaps just the self-confidence that comes from being a herd. Piranhas tear apart the hunting equipment of these predators in order to steal other prey caught inside them with their powerful teeth. Therefore, they are considered as important cause of loss in some American fisheries. Although it's mentioned in many publications that piranhas are not very aggressive fish in their natural habitats. As a result, the waters where hunting is done are also their natural habitats. Do not forget it, everyone loves ready meals. We cannot judge them for this reason. This makes them a remarkable nuisance, but underwater and partially above water. Despite calling piranhas killers, they play a crucial role in maintaining underwater balance. Fishing in the Amazon and surrounding regions is vital, but piranhas can be a nuisance both underwater and above water. Thanks for joining me today. Are you still afraid of piranhas? Today we went and explored South America with you and talked about the piranha fish. When we look deeper, piranha is not the only fish that feeds on food we define as meal. There are also meat-eating fish in the sea. If you found today's episode as fascinating as I did, you are going to love the other episodes too. We will be exploring more sea adventures and diving into unique seafood topics. Don't miss out on the next wave of excitement. Make sure to subscribe to me. Thanks again for being part of the journey. Until next time, stay curious and stay hooked on sea and seafood podcasts. See you in the next episode.